Hello, I'm David from edenmotorgroup, and this behind me is the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Hyundai have been around for about 45 years now, and they have come a long way from their roots. This car is designed to look like the 1975 pony car, and I quite agree, it does. I have been looking forward to driving this ever since Auto Express announced that their 2021 Car of the Year is this. But don't be fooled by the striking design. This car is a family car, and it does so in some rather clever ways too. The boot on its own boasts nearly 530 litres of boot space, and with the seats folded flat, that goes to a truly epic 1,587 litres. Never mind filling your family's bikes inside, you could probably fit the factory this thing was built in. Now, I am, of course, joking, but quite often a stylised car will sacrifice practicality for the style, and in this case it doesn't seem to have happened at all. Helping with the practicality comes a flat floor, which means you can actually fit 3 adults in the back fairly comfortably. This is, of course, because the car is electric. All of those batteries and other electric gubbins are buried in the floor of the car, which means you can have a completely flat floor with no issues whatsoever. And I suppose that brings us on a nice segue to the batteries. Let's step inside, shall we? The Ioniq 5 comes with 2 variations in its battery capacity. A standard 58 kilowatt hour battery or a 72.6 kilowatt hour battery, which is what we've got in this one today. Now the car is rear wheel drive, although on the Premium and the Ultimate you have got the option of all wheel drive. Now if you have that one, you get just over 300 PS of power, which means that you are sub 6 seconds to 60, which in a family car will give some of the sports cars on the road quite a shock at the lights. Now the standard battery has about 175 PS with around 220 PS for the longer battery. Then of course, as I said, the all-wheel drive version takes that up to just over 300 PS. The standard range for the 58 kilowatt hour battery is 238 miles of range, and the bigger battery is in at 298. And the Ioniq 5 is one of the first cars to have an 800 volt battery system. Now, to me and you, that might not mean too much, but it does mean that when 350 kilowatt hour rapid chargers become available, this will be able to take pretty much full use of that. So just to give you an idea, if you went to a charging station and you were to spend an hour there and you're on a standard 50 kilowatt hour charger, rapid charger that is, this car will charge in that hour from 10 to 80%, which is insane. The standard battery will get there in 47 minutes. And then if you can find a 350 kilowatt hour charger, that 5 minutes will get you 67 miles of charge in 5 minutes. And there are 2 paddles behind the steering wheel as well, which will help with regen braking, but we'll go through that in the test drive portion of the video. If you want to charge something like a laptop or an electric scooter, there is an on-load, off-load option for the vehicle and an attachment that will allow you to do that. That's brilliant. So I guess it's probably a good idea to talk you through the specifications of the vehicle. There are 3 specifications for this vehicle, and I think we should go through them now. So let's start with the standard car. What are you getting when you buy one of these for the standard spec? Hyundai don't really seem to understand what a standard specification is, because the SE comes with all of this. A 12.3 inch touchscreen with sat-nav and media center, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. 19-inch alloy wheels. You get Blue Link connected car services and 3 years worth of subscriptions to live services. This is where you can control some of the car through your smartphone. That 350 kilowatt hour rapid charging port is standard across the range, and you get a 7-pin Type 2 charging cable. Dual zone climate control, forward collision avoidance systems, forward collision assist, exterior door handles that are flush with the car, and a wireless charging pad. Now that's the standard specification of the car, and they're not even going through absolutely everything that the car can actually do. But let's talk about that in a bit. Let's move on to the premium, which is what we've got behind me. So that will add for you blind spot monitoring, chrome-sided body moldings, dual LED and high beam projection headlamps, electric driving seat adjustments, electrochrome rear view mirror, forward collision assistance, and junction turning crossing assistance, highway driving assistance at a level 2, front heated seats and steering wheel, parking distance warning for the front and the back now, and a smart electric tailgate with hands-free opening. I can't wait to get into some of that on the drive in a minute, but let's go through the final specification, which is the ultimate. It will come with alloy pedals, leather seat trim, Bose premium 7-speaker sound system with a subwoofer as well, front passenger electric adjustments, heated rear seats, a head-up display with augmented reality, vehicle to load systems as well, which is an option on the premium version, but essentially that means you can charge things like electric scooters and laptops on the outside of the vehicle if needed. It comes with an attachment for the charging port. Now, with that being said, it's time that we headed over to the test drive portion of the video where I can go through some things in a bigger detail. So, welcome to the virtual test drive. Now, the first thing I do notice on the drive, and when I picked this up, this was immediately noticeable, is the fact that this is one of the nicest quality steering wheels I have ever touched. It's got butterfly stitching on it, and the shape of it is phenomenal. Now, even though this isn't the all-wheel drive one with the 300 or so PS, that doesn't mean this thing is slow. Oh no. If I put my foot down, we are going. We are definitely going, and we're at 35 already. Luckily, this is a 40, so that's good news. Having the two screens here is really nice as well, and the fact that it's split apart is great because it means that you can still see everything through the steering wheel, but sometimes when you have these all screen displays that go across here, the middle bit here is kind of pointless because the steering wheel is often blocking it, but in this case, we're all good. So let's stick it in eco for now, go into a relaxing cruise control of 28 miles an hour and just go through up here, shall we? Now you can adjust all of the radar cruise settings and all of the bits and pieces for your cruise control down here, which is nice and easy and pretty intuitive to use as well. Although of course, if you want to, you can just use your phone and scan the manual that's in the car. If I go to the home section and simply swipe across, you can go to the manual section, and it's not available while driving right now, but if you were stopped, it would show a QR code that allows you to download the manual for the car, which is pretty cool. Now is probably a good time to talk about the paddles. So I can flick this and it will just give more level 1, level 2, level 3, and then I pedal, which is effectively like a, how do I explain it? It's like a braking mode where the car will come to a complete stop using the regen brakes, which is very, very good in very good in city centers and towns and bits and places like that. If, however, let's say you need a really quick bout of full regen braking, there's nothing behind me right now, just quickly double checking, you can pull and hold that regen paddle and it will give you max regen braking straight away, which is really, really useful if you want to try and do an economy run. This is also a good time to mention, as I said before, about the quality of the car. These paddles, I swear, are plastic, but they feel like metal, like they're a really, and there's no flex in them at all. They're a really satisfying thing to pull. And if you're in an emergency situation where you're not quite sure what's going on and you're kind of forgetting what's what, behind each paddle there's a little round bubble behind the right hand one and a round divot behind the left hand one. So even if your brain doesn't quite work out the right from the left, it can feel the dips and you can work out the difference between them. Here we go, we're coming to 40, so let's pull that regen braking. That brings us down to 40 miles an hour. Lovely. It's just a great feeling the way you drive it. Oh, we've got a Rolls Royce coming opposite us. Bit of the best of the old and the best of the new. He's wearing a fancy tie. That's what we like to see. Now, of course, you have got things like heated steering wheel and heated seats, which you can adjust through the touchscreen display through here. But the main heating controls are down here. Very easy to use. I want to get hotter. Let's pop that one up a little bit. Let's say I want some circulating air. We can push that one, and then away we go. It's a very nice, a very calming place to be. Now, something else that's quite cool as well is I can go any speed, press that camera, and I can use the camera whenever I want. If I wanted to use it as a rear view mirror, I can do. It's great. Now, I've brought you to Langport. Langport is a very lovely little town, but it is quite a scary town to live in because this has got one of the narrowest streets I have ever driven down in my life. Many a curved wheel has been had in Langport, and I'm going to show you now that I'm not nervous by driving down here whatsoever. As you can see, this is a very narrow street, but I'm not nervous about the size of the car whatsoever. Even though this is my first proper drive on a narrow lane, I can see, because of these big windows and the nice mirrors and the rear camera that I've got going on here, there's no problem at all. Nobody on the other side is veering out of the way to get away from me or plow themselves into a curb. Even if it is a big car, giving you that confidence or the fact that it doesn't feel that big is always a bonus. Goodbye, Langport. Thank you very much. You can see there, wave goodbye to Langport. So I've got probably another 50 things that I could speak to you about, but I think that will probably be enough information for today. If you want to find out more from somebody who knows far more than me about the Ioniq 5, don't forget to give us a ring on the number on screen right now, or of course you can send us an email. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
One last thing. When you purchase your brand new electric vehicle from Eden Motor Group, make sure to quote Eden EV1 at the point of purchase, and you can have your first service on us. Offer ends 1st of April 2022. Thank you very much for watching.